Tonight on the Old Spice Report, Black Friday has come and gone. We've got the latest news on which items sold the most and which ones are off to the island of misfit toys. If games aren't what you're after this year, D-Max spent a day in the studio with hip-hop artist Feroz. We'll let you know how you can score his hit new single. And MLG's sideline reporter Julie Alexandria stops by to talk about her new gig at MTV. Get out the leftovers and slap on some gravy. It's time for the Old Spice Report. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Old Spice Report, December 2nd. This gentleman to my right is Puckett, and I go by the name of Shibby, and that highlight was people filing into a Target on Black Friday.
Yeah, freaking crazy buffaloes,
Very orderly fashion, too.
Yeah, and you know, nothing brings out the best in people like the holidays.
Yeah, it's the season of sharing, man. And while some people might be bummed because they didn't get the deals they wanted, we got a lot to be excited about around here, man.
This is true, man. Lots to get to. Later on, we'll visit with MLG sideline reporter Julie Alexandria. In addition to her outstanding work at MLG events, Julie can now be seen hosting The 7 on MTV. If you guys have questions for Julie, do me a solid. Email them right now to Julie and us at oldspicereport@mlgpro.com.
But right now, it's time for the scope out.
Yes!
For years, the day after Thanksgiving has been known as Black Friday, the most insane shopping day of the year. And once again, consumer electronics seem to be the top of everyone's wish list, which is some great news for Microsoft, Sony, and strangely enough, Nintendo, who after watching their revenue plummet for most of the year, finally had something to smile about. According to Nintendo, US shoppers bought about 9,000 Nintendo hardware systems non-stop for every hour, every day of the week of Black Friday.
Dude, that's an absolutely ridiculous stat. And good news for Nintendo. As for the other heavy hitters in the gaming industry, Microsoft announced plans to create their very own cable subscription service.
Yeah.
Xbox already offers users the ability to watch ESPN via the Xbox console, but apparently they have their eyes set on something even bigger. If you already blow your paycheck, don't worry about it, guys. The new service is still in the baby stages and won't be available for at least another year.
I'm definitely getting that. But up next, another available, or this item actually isn't available yet, but you might want to consider saving up your money. It comes from a New Zealand-based Martin aircraft. Production is set to begin on what they're calling a Segway for the Sky, a personal jetpack that can reach speeds of 60 miles per hour. The craft, which designers claim will require minimal training and no need for a license, will start at $100,000.
Dude, $100,000, 60 miles per hour in a jetpack? I think I'd spend that money.
Definitely.
For sure.
Moving on. If there's one thing that we know about our MLG fans is that they love Broadway. Not only that, they love Spider-Man, but unfortunately the two don't seem to mix. It's sad to report that the $65 million Broadway production of Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark had a ridiculously bad start the other night in New York. The show, which was scored and produced by Bono and the Edge, was spoiled by technical difficulties. So, instead of Spider-Man swinging gracefully through the streets of New York, he was literally left hanging in the rafters.
And crying on the curb. Poor Mary Jane.
I can't save you, Mary Jane.
Oh, my webs don't work. Oh, well, but dude, seriously, I'm kind of happy that the Spider-Man play thing failed.
Yeah.
There's so many better things you could be doing with $65 million.
I know. For one, I would buy 5,000 jet skis,
Nice.
followed by 5,000 mullet wigs.
Nicer.
And then have the most epic Kenny Powers rally ever.
That would be freaking awesome. Kenny Powers, love that guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'd do?
What?
Create my own sport involving llamas
Love llamas.
and jousting.
I love jousting. And I'd pay to go to the moon and set the most ridiculous records ever.
Like what?
Like longest pee.
Genius. I'd buy 65 million cheeseburgers.
Yeah. Well, I'd buy everything in Sky Mall at least 3 times. At least 3 times.
For sure. I would give bacon its own holiday.
That is brilliant.
Not that bacon, Lennox. that bacon. Yeah.
Well, I would build the first ever MLG stadium.
Oh, that would be freaking sweet. Well, you know what I would do?
What?
Not buy a stadium. I would buy this studio, fill it with Victoria's Secret models and foam, and hold a no hands bubble popping contest.
Then yes.
Then yes.
Oh man, so dude, speaking of Victoria's Secret models, the Victoria's Secret fashion show aired earlier this week. Puckett, I know you saw it. I loved it. What did you think?
I thought it was freaking awesome. So many hot chicks, but do you know who my favorite was?
No.
It wasn't a model, man. Marissa Miller wasn't doing it for me this year. She wasn't even there. I have to go with my lady, Katy Perry. Yes, Lennox, thank you for that. Oh my goodness, I love it.
Do you need a minute?
2, please? That's it. Do you have a favorite?
Yes, I do actually. I'm gonna have to go with Butterfly, Picnic Hottie, or oops, Picnic Time. Yes, that's right. Exotic Hottie, and Boxy.
You realize that's 4 different chicks, right?
Yeah, I know. No worries, man. I got this.
I believe it.
All right, well, that's it for the Scope Out. It's time to tweet. They spent $65 million on the Spider-Man flop, but we want to know, what would you do with $65 million?
And for the winner, guys, of this week's Twitter question, we got a brand new pair of MLG glasses from Gunner Optics. The new glasses come in 2 styles. The Legends and the Phantom shown here are available at gunners.com. And lucky for you guys, we got a pair for the guy with the best tweet.
Yep, so show us your tweets, win a pair of Gunner Optics. We'll be right back. Welcome back. A few weeks ago, we gave you a sneak peek of the new Parrot AR drone quadricopter, the remote control device which you can control using your iPhone, iPad, or iTouch. It comes equipped with 2 cameras and the AR Flying Ace game.
That's right, guys, but after taking a look at the quadricopter, we got to thinking.
We thunk.
Yes, what other ways could we use a remote-controlled, camera-equipped helicopter? This is what we came up with. Dude, that was a sweet strike.
Pretty good.
Yeah. Those bowling pins cost $15.
That was only video 327 out of about 598.
Totally awesome. All right, guys, one of the hottest items this holiday season is without a doubt the Xbox Kinect. The full body sensor video game system is set to redefine the world of fitness games, but with several titles out on the market this holiday season, we decided to send Shibby out to try out a few of the games and let you know which ones are worth sweating over.
All right, guys, I just picked up the Xbox 360 with Kinect, and I picked up these 2 games. Your Shape Fitness Evolved is the first one, and the second game I picked up is EA Sports Active 2 Personal Trainer. So being a physically active guy, I wanted to know which one of these games would give you a better workout. So let's check it out. Get my second win, baby. I knew it. Come on, come on. All right, so after playing both of the games, let's go over the pros and cons of each game. The first pro of Your Shape Fitness is appearance. The appearance is really clean, it's nice and pretty, it's awesome, it's gorgeous. The avatar is actually you. So what the game does, it does a full body scan from head to toe. It's actually pretty cool to watch the game do it. So the avatar in Your Shape Fitness is actually your body. One of the coolest things about Your Shape was the focus on your form. If your knees aren't coming up high enough, the game will actually yell at you and say, pick up your knees, you know, work on your form. Another thing that I liked was the Kinect tracking. The Kinect tracking in this game was absolutely awesome. It utilizes the Kinect sensor to its fullest capabilities from what I've seen out of any other Kinect game so far. So the Kinect tracking was really good in this game. All right, so now it's time to move on to the cons of Your Shape Fitness Evolved. First con being locked workouts. Imagine you're playing a video game and you can't play the final boss because you haven't beaten level 1 yet. So this is essentially what the situation is with locked workouts in Your Shape Fitness Evolved. I can't do an advanced or intermediate exercise until I complete the exercise at a beginner level. It lacks competition. There was never an opportunity for me to play against somebody else, or I was never felt like I was super pushed or motivated by the personal trainer. And that's basically it for Your Shape Fitness Evolved. All right, so up next we have EA Sports Active 2. So the first pro of the EA Sports Active 2 is that it comes with a heart rate monitor and a workout band right there in the box, ready for you to use in your first workout. So up next is the custom workout plan. There's a 3-week program, and then there's a 9-week program. One of my favorite parts about EA Sports Active 2 was the competition. There were avatars racing me in all of the races and everything that I did that really get me motivated to push me. It's stuff like that, like these fun little gimmicks that make me actually work harder in the workout, so I thought that was pretty cool. And you also, with the competition, it's not just with the avatars in the game, you can actually compete against a friend online. So if you call up your buddy and he has EA Sports Active 2, you can actually call him up and you guys can both get online at the same time. And when you guys work out together, you can actually compete in the workouts, which I think is pretty awesome. So the online tracking in this game is really simple. You can make an online profile straight from your Xbox, and it's all tracked on an EA Sports network. So you can go and look at all your workouts that you've ever done. It's really awesome. All right, and so now the cons of EA Sports Active 2. The first con I have is the appearance. You know, with the game, I just didn't get a wow effect like I did with Your Shape Fitness Evolved with the full body scan and everything. In EA Sports Active 2, it's a cartoon type character and it's just not as appealing. Next is the price. EA Sports Active 2 will cost you $99. You know, it's a little bit more expensive than Your Fitness Evolved, but it also does come with a heart rate monitor and an elastic workout band. All right, so overall, I'm gonna have to go with EA Sports Active 2. You know, it gave me a harder workout straight out of the box, and I really like the competition factor, knowing that I can call up a buddy and challenge him online. So, EA Sports Active 2, that's my decision.
Awesome, dude.
Yeah.
So, do the fitness games actually give you a good workout?
Yeah, I got a really good workout from it. It really got, if you saw the video, I think my heart rate actually peaked at 178, which is, I was working out hard.
That's pretty darn impressive.
Sweating my butt off.
I think that's higher than my heart rate has ever been in my entire life. Thank you, video games. No, but seriously, about the fitness games, I know you said you were interested in starting the 9-week program. You think you're actually going to do it?
Yeah, so if you guys want to go and pick up the game this weekend, EA Sports Active 2, on Monday, I'm actually going to start the 9-week program. So if you guys want to do that with me, I'm going to be starting on Monday. And I'm going to start a blog and all this stuff about it too. So.
And you can challenge people live in the game. They can see your avatar?
Yeah.
I think we need to hold a contest. This is completely off the script, random contest time. If you can beat Shibby in a foot race, I've been living with the guy since college. I've never seen anyone ever beat him. If you can beat Shibby in a sprint, we're going to have to send you some kind of awesome prize.
I'll draw you a picture.
And you'll definitely get a spot on Shibby's friends list.
Deal.
Deal. It's going down.
All right, I'm excited. Well, as we head to the break, here's another way you can use the AR drone. And don't forget to keep those questions coming in for Julie Alexandria. We'll be right back.
kidding me?
That was sick.
Dude, that 8-year-old has some real freaking awesome moves.
Yeah. Well, dude, we got lots of talent on the show tonight.
That we do, my friend. And just a few days ago, D-Mac had the chance to spend a day in the studio with hip-hop artist Feroz. Check this out.
After releasing his breakthrough mixtape, Invisible Man, Feroz invited us in to check out the making of his latest single, titled Everywhere.
Instead of saying in the air twice, if I just went ahead and I was like, look up, you see me everywhere, everywhere. I believe the stories I'm telling are something that you don't find in hip hop. And I want to be known for that. I want to be known for bringing in a world that hip hop wasn't exposed to before that. That's about it. I don't think it has to be any more like, restricted to a certain sound or,
Did you just think of that right now?
What?
That,
Yeah, I was just... I never approach a record like I gotta do this or I gotta do that. I really just let it take me where it's gonna take me. And from there, it's just, I feel like I'm a fan of music, so I'm just gonna try to make something that I like and hopefully people feel the same.
Catch me if you can. Final countdown. I'm up in the air. Look up if you see I'm everywhere. I can say
that was dope.
do or die, be crowned or crucified. Grew up by where the gutter flows, call it suicide. I can't afford an L, I work while you get high. Nobody crowns you king, that's something you decide. Before we paint the town in blood, I need you to rise. Last supper with my brothers trying to scope the Judas out.
And joining us now in the studio, the man himself, Feroz.
Feroz, what's up, man?
What's up, dude?
Dude, I want to reach over and get one of those.
How you
Awesome
guys doing
having you
today?
here on the Old Spice Report.
Yes.
First of all, Feroz, can you tell us a little bit about yourself? I want to know, when did you get your start making music?
Well, what happened was I got tired of listening to other people's music and rapping along to it. One day when I was in high school, I came home and I thought that I'm just gonna try to make my own song. So I grabbed my computer mic, I hung it from a ceiling fan.
Ceiling fan?
Yeah, and I recorded my entire track like that. And ever since, man, it's been something I've been pursuing and trying to do.
So when did you finally decide that you wanted to make it a career?
Well, this year I put out a mixtape. It's called Invisible Man, and I didn't have any kind of no expectations for it.
Right.
We released it. The feedback was so incredible that I knew that this is what I had to do from now on. So.
I know Shibby and I, we instantly put it on our iPods. We've been rocking out to it. Of course, your mixtape Invisible Man. But I know you've been back in the studio. What are you working on now?
I'm just working with no aim. I'm just making records, trying to share them with people, grow as an artist and see where it goes.
In your mixtape, a lot of your songs have like a deeper meaning to it. Mm-hmm. What's the meaning behind your new song, Everywhere? What's that song about?
Well, what I wanted to do, I wanted to put out a record that people could listen to, enjoy on the first listen, get some quality verses, and then if you visit it on the second and third verses, there's dual meanings to every verse. So you can take your time and digest it, and it'll be different the third, fourth time you listen to it as opposed to the first time.
And who is producing this new single, Everywhere?
This was produced by a producer named Hit Boy, I think is an incredible up-and-coming producer. So when he sent me this record, I knew that it was going to be an incredible beat.
Legit producer on it. It's awesome, sounds so much already. And tell us about this single. You're releasing it for free now?
Yeah.
And where can people pick it up?
HiI'mFeroz.com.
So HiI'mFeroz.com. We'll spell it out for you right down here. Make sure you guys head over there, pick it up. You can get the new single Everywhere, as well as, while you're there, might as well download the mixtape.
You gotta get the
Invisible Man.
mixtape. Get the mixtape.
Absolutely amazing stuff. Feroz, what can our MLG fans expect to see out from you in the near future?
Just more music, more
awesome stuff?
Yeah.
All right, there we go. So make sure you guys go download Everywhere, the new track from Feroz. Feroz, thanks so much for joining us once again.
Thank you.
And guys, we're headed to a commercial break, but before we go, make sure to check out use number 283 for the AR drone. Welcome back, everybody. Earlier we asked you guys, What would you do with $65 million? Well, it appears that the winning tweet and the pair of Gunner optics is going to DJ Midge, who says, I would pay the Victoria's Secret models to do another fashion show at the MLG Nationals. Midge?
He just became my best friend.
Oh, I want to hang out with this guy. And mostly the ladies.
Yes.
Yes. Well,
There's nothing but then yes about that.
and let's hope that you win the lottery, my friend.
But speaking of the MLG brand, we got some great news. On Tuesday, MLG VP of Product Development, Paul Sullivan, released a blog highlighting all the exciting advancements in store for the MLG website.
Pretty awesome stuff coming out, Shibby. The new website, MajorLeagueGaming.com, will be unveiled December 9th, Shibby's birthday. Users will be able to select a single username or MLG ID to access all of the websites, including their game battles profile. Pretty awesome stuff. All this news, of course, is in anticipation of the new MLG social network, which is going to be sweet. That's going to be arriving sometime next month in January. So make sure you check out the new site. Once again, it's MajorLeagueGaming.com. It's opening up December 9th to celebrate Shibby's birthday.
Yeah, that's an awesome birthday present.
Pretty exciting stuff.
Yes, no doubt. And speaking of exciting things, we are now joined by MLG's sideline reporter and host of MTV's The 7, Julie Alexandria. Julie.
Hey guys.
Yeah, Julie's on this set.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boom.
Good to be
Always
here.
a good time when you're around.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. I am a little jealous though, because I used to do this job, Shibby. So you are doing a phenomenal job though. But Chris, I miss you, and I miss the show.
I miss you so much.
I miss
You have no idea.
Right in the middle of
miss
this
you so
love fest going on here.
You look good. You look good. It's okay. All right, but Julie, now speaking of the Love Fest, we used to hang out a lot doing the Old Spice Report back in the super hot MLG studios. Now you're downtown Times Square hanging out with Kevin. What's it like?
Yeah, it's actually very cold. They keep the studio freezing, so I usually freeze my butt off. A lot different than the hot MLG studio. But it's a lot of fun. The 7, it's on MTV. It's a daily show. It's on every day. It's live at 5 o'clock. So it's live TV, so anything can happen. And we do 6 shows a week. And it's basically the 7 things that you need to know. So 7 things in music, in pop culture, in movies, in celebrity gossip, celebrity life. It's everything you need to know and want to know.
So it's daily.
It's daily, yes.
So how much work actually goes in to pull off a show?
A ton. More than you would think. Even though we go live at 5, my day usually starts at like 6 a.m. and we're in the office. We are looking at stories. It works pretty much like a news show. So we follow and track developing news, and a lot of times we will be on the set, we'll be doing the show, and I'll have a producer in my ear saying, we have got a developing story on this, just go ahead and do it and say it. So it's up to the minute. It's really, really current.
That sounds kind of difficult. Actually,
Can be.
insanely difficult. Now, a lot of people, they think that once you get on a show that everything's scripted for you, but I know that you do a lot of your own research. Tell me, what goes into it?
Well, it is a lot of research. Usually I go into my office at around 7 in the morning, and we're basically doing research on the stories of the day. We have access to the news live wire, so we basically get all the stories that you're getting on CNN or any other news network. And we follow those stories in development, and we do research. We try to find obscure stories, different stories, but all dealing with celebrity music and pop culture.
Awesome. Totally makes sense. Well, aside from the stories, you also get a chance to hang out with some of the biggest names in Hollywood, some of the biggest names in the world. Who are some of the coolest people you've interviewed?
Well, our first show, we had Drake and Justin Timberlake.
Oh, that's a terrible show.
Yeah, it was awful. Nobody watched it. We had Drake, we had Justin Timberlake, and the entire cast of The Social Network. So we had Andrew Garfield, and we also had Jesse Eisenberg with Justin Timberlake. So I got to interview those 3 guys. And then Lil Wayne called in from jail to wish Drake a happy birthday. That happened.
That
That
Lil Wayne,
happened.
he's such a charmer.
He's awesome. He was actually really nice. Everybody's been really, really nice. That's been like a really cool thing, because you never really know what to expect. There's celebrities, you see what you see in the media. You never really know how they are in real life. But everyone has been amazing. Most amazing, though, I will say, the cast of Harry Potter. We recently interviewed Emma Watson and Rupert Grint, and also Daniel Radcliffe.
I don't care about the last 2 names, but the first one sounds really
Emma
cool.
Watson. Oh, can I just tell you, you would fall in love in a second. I did. She's gorgeous, and she was amazing. She was awesome.
I think I have
I'll
a
take
chance.
the 4 Victoria's Secret models. You can take Emma Watson and whatever.
Those were good picks, by the way,
Yes.
Shibby. I like
you.
those.
Thank you.
Especially Boxer Girl. She looked like she could beat you up.
Oh, Boxy. Oh, yeah.
I'd let her
Boxy,
beat me
she was
up.
hot.
Did you have a favorite?
Did I have a favorite?
Yeah.
Katy Perry was a good one. She did a really nice performance. She was awesome. We actually had Russell Brand on our show.
Russell Brand.
He did. He came on the show. He was awesome.
Is Who would be more fun to hang out with, Russell Brand or Jonah Hill?
That's tough. I do love me some Jonah Hill. I do. He's hilarious. Although I will take Zach Galifianakis over both of them.
Yes.
Sold. And you just saw
Any day.
Due Date
I just
last
saw
night.
Due Date last night, and that movie was hilarious.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It was awesome. Very cool. Well, you still are involved with MLG.
Yes,
who's your favorite person to interview? Well, pro player to interview.
Pro player to interview. I would say Victory X. I'm going Victory X. I was really proud of him. I was really proud of it. He got his first championship in Raleigh. We were there in Raleigh. He got his second championship in DC. Or Dallas. No, Dallas. I'm sorry, Dallas. DC was before then.
Yeah.
So that was really cool. So yeah, it was really, really awesome. Raleigh. It went Raleigh, Dallas, and DC.
Yep.
It all goes by so fast.
Raleigh, DC, Dallas.
Yeah, so many D's.
See?
When you're working so
I've
many
got,
hours
like,
every day.
So many. I haven't slept
brain
in 3
just
days.
like,
I'm sorry. Raleigh, DC, Dallas.
That's the biggest mistake that has happened in this entire
Somebody
episode.
say steak. Delicious.
All right, Julie, we have some questions here from the community. At the start of the show, we open this up. First one is, do you have a favorite Halo team, and who is it?
Oh gosh. See, that's not fair. That's not fair because you can't say that you have one team over another.
I'll give you two. You can pick two.
I'll tell you what. Any team that gives me a good interview.
Brownie points.
Talk to me. I want to
Final
talk
boss
to
is
you.
automatically on the list because Victory X.
Victory X and Ogre and Pistola. Pistola's always down to talk.
Pistol is
He's
the man.
great. He's awesome.
Fun-loving dude. I got another question here for you, and that is, how much time do you spend working throughout the week, which you already answered was 6 days, but how many hours do you think you put in?
I would say I do about 60 hours a week.
60-hour weeks.
Yeah, 60 hours a week. Because I work on the weekends too. Like on Saturday, I'm actually interviewing David Hasselhoff.
What?
Yes.
You're interviewing the Hoff?
I am. Don't hassle the Hoff.
The greatest singer in all of Germany?
That's East Germany. You know what I found out? Because again, I'm doing the research for David Hasselhoff because I'm going to do the interview. So apparently he did this song that became the anthem right around when the Berlin Wall came down. So the East Germans are really huge fans of his, and he's basically like the biggest celebrity over there because his song came out, they became big fans, and the Berlin Wall came down, and so now whenever he comes there, they like chant his name.
I know.
Huge.
I have Baywatch on my iPhone. I watch it every day on the way to work on the subway. Absolutely. The Hoff is the man. I got a few more questions here from our community members, and this one is coming from South Carolina. Who signs at South Carolina? Julie, how hard is your job, and what advice would you give to people looking to get into broadcasting or being on camera?
Oh, wow. Well, I guess that's a two-parter question. How hard is the job? It is very hard. It's hard to get to be doing what you're doing. First of all, it's hard to get a job in this industry. You have to be really resilient, and you have to work really hard, and you have to be likable, I guess. I mean, you know, people have to like you. People have to. I like you too.
I think you're pretty darn likable.
And you have to be lucky. You know, I always think, you know, it's really about also who you know. But I would say if you want to get into it, you're thinking about getting into it, major in journalism, major in theater, get used to being in front of a camera, practice at home with a flip cam, make some videos. I mean, now people can upload a YouTube video and they become famous off of it.
Right.
So I almost want to say, you know, as much as I want to say go to school and study journalism, make a cool YouTube video and you'll be a star. That's what I should have done.
The power of technology. If only I had that 10 years ago.
Yeah, seriously.
You got any more questions?
Just the last one.
Ask
I know
it.
you know it.
I like it.
Yeah. I want to know when we're going to be on the 7th, or if you can hook us up with a sweet interview.
You guys want me to interview you?
Not really.
Not really.
You can interview Shibby. I just
No.
want to come and hang out again because it was awesome.
Yeah, you guys actually came to a taping.
Yes.
That was really cool. It's good to have you guys.
Last week.
Yeah, that was awesome. Which, by the way, MLG community, if you guys are in New York and you want to come to see a live taping of the 7, hit me up on Twitter, hit me up on Facebook, let me know when you'll be there, and I'd be happy to get anyone from the MLG community tickets to come see a live taping of the 7.
And what is that Twitter address?
That would be Julie Alexandria. It's just one word, JulieAlexandria.
All right, Julie, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Have to ask you the final question. Final boss went out on top here in Halo 3. who's going to win the first Halo Reach tournament, and not all the teams are set, so feel free to pick a player.
That's right. There are a lot of free agents out there. A player or a team. Gosh, that's really hard, you guys. I don't want to offend anyone. I'm going to be safe, and I'm going to say that because Final Boss, I'm pretty sure they're going to stick together. I mean, they have an amazing synergy, the four of those guys, as we saw with the three-peat. So I'm going to stick with Final Boss because I think they can go for 4. I mean, I know we're starting a new chapter, but I think that they're going to bring it. They're going to be the Trailblazers.
4 consecutive wins. All right, Julie, thank you so much for joining us here on the Old Spice Report.
Thanks,
it was
guys.
a blast.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Good time. All right, well, that's it for tonight. Join us again on December 16th for a very special holiday episode. We leave you tonight with more stuff we found on the computer.
He's a good dancer.
Good night.
Достаточно одной таблетки. Помповый бас – это круто.
Помповый бас, бас, бас.
Ты насос? Давай качай.
Давай качай.
Моя мама говорила, колбасеры – это сила. От заката до рассвета колбасеров лучше нет.
Ты насос, давай качай.
Оставляет колбаса, мы колбасим до утра.
Качай. Ты насос, давай качай. Ты насос.
Пить щекочет мне в ношу. Я иду на колбасу.